Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. It is another wonderful week and another beautiful Monday. We're going to be doing more trucking. You know the deal. It's the usual beginning of week special. We do a lot of trucking for like 2 hours. We hang out, we chat, we ship some loads. It's going to be a great time. Hello, everyone in chat. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I'll address you all in a moment once we're through the intro. But yeah, welcome. Get cozy. We're going to be trucking today. Good time, good time. I've said it before, I will say it again, I fucking love that song. It is one of my favorite tracks. I love starting off streams with this. Hi everyone, hello! Welcome Golemex, hello Loudar, hello Holly. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. Including the lurkers, especially the lurkers, and especially the VOD watchers. Up to 7! Oh my god. 7 stream streak. That's amazing. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around. How was your day? My day's been pretty good. Given the circumstances, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I was up late working on stuff.
It's time to drink water.
Indeed.
It's time to drink water.
It is a time of hydration. You know the deal. If you have water with you, you should drink it. And if you don't have water, you should go get some, because water is good for you. I'll drink to that. Yeah, so I was up late last night. I was working on a project with some friends. I can't talk about it right now. Either I would get yelled at or I would yell at myself because I'm supposed to not talk about it. But it's cool. Hopefully it won't be too long until I could show it, but it'll be a while. Secret project, yes, quite secret project. More secret project because I don't want to set like huge expectations. And if I go showing stuff off right now, it's going to set expectations. And I don't want to do that. I want to wait until, like, we have a thing that's ready for some amount of prime time. So I talk about something that is secret. Exactly. I'm just saying that there is a project. But that's what kept me up. So I got very little sleep, but I still made it through the college day, thank God. And I've actually been very productive today. I've been doing a lot of work on a college project that I've got. There's all sorts of projects going on, but this one is like kind of important for me, you know, completing my college course so I can graduate and then get into work and then hilariously have more time to work on stuff because college is a little bit of a time drain sometimes. Yeah, good time, good time. I am excited about all of the things I'm working on right now, which is great. I'm delighted. I'm gonna boost my things again, and I think we're good to just get straight to the game, to be honest. TBH honest, I am down for that. Productive. You'll make me miss my old time where I was productive. You can always be productive. There's always a little something to work on, and if you've got nothing to work on, you can start something. It's one of the beauties of me working in like digital creative stuff. Like there will always be a thing that could be built or a thing that could be designed or created or what have you. There's always something. The resources are plentiful. I wonder what are the chances this will work. Okay, no, not game capture, but we do have window capture. I actually got a KDE Plasma update today, so they've changed the UI for this, actually. I like it. They changed the UI for, like, window selector. It's pretty cool. Right. There we go. For some reason, I have to hit the, like, play pause button twice. I do not know why, but whatever. Yeah, I can always. That's true. I have many stuff I can work on, random projects I have. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a lot of what I do. I'll get like super tunnel visioned on one particular project that I'm super committed to for a while. Usually it cycles out after a little bit and like my energy dies down. But in this case, this particular project, because there's multiple people on it, I'm hoping to be a lot more committed. 6.6? Yeah, Plasma 6.6. Yeah, I'm delighted. Glad to have it. I haven't had a chance to like fully explore it. I ran the system update last I was at my PC. I've been on my Mac for I think the past 2 days, so I haven't even gone to check it out. But I turn on my PC today and I just see, oh, Plasma 6.6, welcome. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll need to address that. By address that, I mean just like explore it, check it out. I did already read the 6.6 docs, and then my immediate reaction was, oh, these are cool. Do I have this? And I checked my Plasma version. It was still 6.5. The newest version was out. I just hadn't run system updates yet. Fedora is pretty good like that. Generally pretty up-to-date packages. I haven't had a problem with that so far. Right, where the fuck am I? Was I just doing shit? Oh yeah, I buttered this parking. That's what I did. That was sick. Let's see, can I get a job from here? And we will just get straight to 18 grand. Oh, wait, no. Let's get something that's actually nearby. 15 grand is still good. Looking at old VODs and seeing how much money I was making per job, like, I was looking at an 8 grand job and going like, that's pretty good. And then looking at my speedometer hitting like 90, going like, ooh, that's fast. Now I get paid like double that for a job, and now I could hit like 135 kilometers an hour on an uphill climb. It's great. This game just gets better and better. For now, I need to train a drawing. I'm only a developer, not an all-in-one like you. To be clear, I am not a very active, like, I don't know a better word than drawer. Like, okay, I'm an active artist, but artist is a term that I use very broadly. I've been working a lot on music lately. That's kind of been, you know, software and music. And, you know, I am only one person. I can only do so many things at a time. But yeah, it's a little bit of software, a little bit of music, and of course these streams, which I do so very love doing. But yeah, I've said this a bunch of times before. The only reason that I can do so many things is because I've just learned. I've been curious. This is how I work a lot of the time. I get really curious about something and I go full fucking gung-ho. It's like, all right, I'm going to learn everything I need to know about this thing to make a cool thing out of it. I mean, that's how I got good at Blender. Granted, I'm not an experienced 3D modeler yet, but I'm pretty decent with shaders. You know, there's a lot of various little bits and pieces that I'm skilled with, and I can recognize all those things that I'm weaker with, and I'll eventually set targets for myself for, like, you know, whenever I get back to playing around with this software, this is definitely an area that I'm going to have to explore next time. Stuff like that. That's you know, it's just learning and growing and improving. It's really cool. So I want to try to get skill at drawing, so you're training for it. Yeah, I'm terrible with that. Like, I am actually, drawing is one of my creative disciplines that I actually practice. I think it is one of my weakest because I have not trained it. I absolutely have the capacity to draw really cool shit. I just don't have the... Okay, relax. I don't have the training. I haven't... Yeah. Okay, you're teaching me how to shift my gears. That's how bad it is, huh? Alright, whatever. But yeah, I have not practiced nearly as much as I should. No, I say as much as I should. Again, I'm only one person, so I'm taking it easy on myself. I'm not gonna, you know, pressure myself into drawing when I don't actually have the time or resources to do so. But eventually, when I've got a little spare time, I really got to get on that, because there's some really cool drawing projects that I could embark on, including but not limited to cover art for songs. Songs that are done, actually. But I am looking at a later release date for those, so don't worry. It's not like my lack of drawing experience or drawing training is holding those releases back necessarily. Love your musics. Thank you. I do too. I'm really loving the new shit that I've been working on lately. Album number 2 is gonna have some exciting stuff. It's very nice. I would wager that's only about 50% complete, roughly. It's around the halfway mark. For what it's worth, free-to-play kind of shot from 50% to 100% in... I mean, not in short time, but shorter than the first 50%, I'll put it that way. A lot of my pattern, it seems to be, when it comes to at least making albums, sample size of 2 here, so, you know, not super broad, but I found a lot of the initial time is spent just ambiently working on stuff, and then eventually kind of deciding I want to collect these together, and then trying to figure out, like, how are these going to tie together, what's the overarching something to it, you know? Maybe it's a theme, maybe it's a story, you know? Could be anything. I have a bunch of ideas for stuff like that. But yeah, this next album's in a pretty good spot right now. It just needs more time to develop and blossom, and I'm gonna let that happen naturally, because that's the way I work best. Especially when it comes to those creative disciplines, you know? Like if it's not in me right now, if I don't have that motivation, it's gonna just be a slog to work through. I can kind of push myself into it. Like, I've actually found I locked in writing song lyrics for a couple songs recently, and that was super banger. But especially for writing like a brand new song from scratch, sometimes you're just not in the space for it, and that's okay. It will come naturally eventually, and that's what I've learned to accept and embrace, and that's when I make my best work. Also, hi Mia, how goes the trucking? Trucking going good. We only just started. You're actually catching me right at my very first shipment. So this will be exciting. Spam X so I could just skip the parking because I don't want to deal with... There we go. There's also something I see with your coding project. It's not necessarily big stuff, but it stays interesting, and I have a problem with that. I always create big projects. Like, I'm able to do small stuff, but I'm scared people see small things I do and say, boo, it's so small, you're bad, stop coding. So, my biggest software project currently that I have, I believe, I think the biggest software project I currently have is my website. And you might not be able to tell from the outside. Like, if you just go to my website, like, it's a front page, it's got some music stuff on it, and that's kind of it. But I've spent a lot of time, like, rigging out the back end of it. Like, there's a whole admin dashboard to my website. It looks completely different from what the themed front end that y'all see looks like. It is definitely my most elaborate project. It is open source, so if you do want to see the dashboard, you can just deploy it on your own system locally and fuck around with it. Like, that's the joy of it. I think it's an MIT license. I think it is. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I licensed my website as MIT, so you can just do whatever the fuck you want. You can... I've had some people DM me and even email me before going like, oh, I really like what you did with these buttons, or, you know, some styling or some elements. Like, would I be able to use this? Some of them have even found out after sending the message, oh, wait, I just checked your repository and it turns out you have an open license. Thanks. I'll just take that now. And I'm like, yeah, cool. That's why I do that. Yeah, that's my largest software project at the moment. I've done a bunch of smaller ones. It's usually like little tools or gag projects. Vodular, I think, is my most recent public open source endeavor. And that's just, you know, my automatic VOD uploader tool. I want to rig it out with some more stuff in the future, but for now it's like already breezing through the workloads that I'm giving it right now. I don't necessarily have a need to expand on it right now, but when I do, if and when I do, it's almost certainly going to have like a web front end. It's going to sit as like not just like an application that you just run one-off. It would be like a web server that's like always running, and you can like queue stuff for upload. Like, it'll be rad. It'll be so fucking cool. But for now, it's already fantastic. Oh, I forgot to plug the live channel, actually. The live channel and the... Jesus, this engine sounds like it is struggling right now. Yeah, the live channel and the Discord. Whatever. Y'all know where where this stuff is. You can find the Discord in the cards below. If you're on desktop, you can just scroll down. You'll see Discord. You can join Discord with that button. And the live channel is at Ari Melody Live. All one word. There are new VODs going live. I did, thankfully. I caught up with myself. If I had not caught up with the schedule flow, we would actually not have a VOD today, but thankfully we do. There will be VODs for the following week, after which I will need to very quickly slap together at least 7 more thumbnails to get another week's worth of VODs out. But yeah, it's in a very good spot right now. Vodular is such a fucking cool tool. Like, genuinely, this backlog I would not have been able to sort without Vodular. It would have been too much of a pain in the ass. I would love to do some form of thumbnail automation, but I also like don't know how I'd go about that, because I do put quite a personal touch on that. It's not something I can necessarily automate. You can automate stitching together a bunch of VOD clips and generating metadata. That's usually fairly deterministic. But the rest, like the thumbnails, not so much. Not so much. It would make my job with that a lot easier, though. My biggest project is to create a video game like VR Chat. VR Chat's an interesting project. It's very open-ended. That's the only thing I'd be concerned about. A lot of projects, and I say this from experience, a lot of first game dev projects end up being like, Minecraft. It's like, I'm going to remake Minecraft because it's a game that I love and I want to like rebuild it to learn it. And I love that shit. Like that's how I learn a lot. I see a thing that I like and it's like, I want to learn how to do that thing. So then I knuckle down for hours on end trying to derive my own solution to this kind of problem. And Minecraft is a very complex problem. And that's something to be aware of. If you're still kind of early days in programming, it is a worthy project to tackle. Don't get me wrong, but I would only be careful of scope. I'd say if you are going to do an open-ended project like VR Chat, like a VR Chat derivative or something, depending on exactly how far you're looking to go into that, because I think VR Chat, and I don't just think like, oh, a VR social hangout. I think like that's a user-generated content platform that like happens to involve wearing a VR headset, and those are not easy to make. VR Chat devs have been working tirelessly for years getting things as down pat as they have, and there have been multiple revisions to the toolkits that they've released to creators on the platform. So just something to be aware of. If you're going to do that, cool, awesome, great, go right ahead. Just set measurable goals. That's all that I would say. Set like, write out even if you need to. What exactly are you looking to achieve with this and in what time frame? And then you kind of like measure out if that is, you can kind of size it up based on your own experience. You eventually develop a kind of sense for it, whether or not this will actually be achievable within your means within that time frame. Yeah, create my own game engine for fun. Also a worthy project. It's great. Very fun time. How much water do you have today? I'm scared by the question, but I did top it up before I started. This could be bad. I maybe shouldn't have said that. I'm recreating a scraping tool for archiving some comic I like on Twitter and Instagram. Scraping isn't very legal. It's I don't think I've ever heard of it being illegal. It's against terms of service on a lot of platforms. It could get you banned, but you're very unlikely to actually be like litigated for it. Like, you'd have to be doing a mass scraping operation, like putting people out of business to actually hit that kind of status where you're, you know, getting sent to court for it or whatever. But yeah. Like archiving, because I've seen so much beautiful art being randomly deleted, and it's just sad for me to see all this work into the void forever. Yeah, I feel that. I wrote my own scraper tool, actually. I only used it for my own account, but there's this platform called Clip, clip.it. It's still around, to my understanding, but they, I think it's like the business model wasn't working out. It was like a super free platform. I think it like kind of SoundCloud, but like way more shaved down. It was just for like sharing quick audio clips. Like a lot of artists used it to show ID snippets of like work in progress songs that they had in their collection. Super cool platform. I remember loving it back in the day, but then they've changed a lot of their usage, not usage stuff. Sorry. Yeah, the business model wasn't really working out, so they had to paywall a bunch of stuff, and I wasn't super down with that, so I ended up writing a scraper tool to mass download all of the clips that I had on my page. So I've just got like a massive dump of clip files just chilling on my drives now, thanks to that tool. I think I just called it like Clip Downloader or something. It's definitely on... I want to say GitHub. I don't think it's on my Codeberg. I've been migrating very slowly away from GitHub and onto Codeberg. I basically only use GitHub when I absolutely have to, and I primarily use Codeberg for my very public-facing stuff, and I host my own GitForge for, you know, my own personal projects. This tool stopped working because... Oh, now this tool stopped working because they changed their API. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Twitter's API, they locked that the fuck down. You can't do shit with Twitter's API now, at least without premium. I don't know exactly how that works at this point. I never really wrote anything using Twitter's API, so it's hard for me to say. But I remember a lot of stuff got fucked up by that. Hello, Lily. Welcome, welcome. Ari, please step out of the truck and tell me if it's cold out. Too? Fucking hell. Just because something isn't legal doesn't mean it's against the law, if you think about it. No, I'm thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure that is what that means, Mia. I think if you said that to a lawyer, they'd start sweating, which would be really funny to see, but you probably shouldn't scare your lawyer like that. Okay, what if you don't think about it? Yeah, then it checks out. Yeah, I understand. I see the vision. Hold on, let me just stab this fork into my brain real quick. Now I scrape things manually, even if it's slow, because it's preventing me from being banned. Yeah. These archives are still valuable because even recently, an account that I had in my herd with some beautiful art was deleted, but I had the archives of the precious art now. Yeah. So I know a lot of artists will like take down all of their pages for one reason or another. Sometimes it's just they're just not feeling it, and they just feel like, you know, this is my art, I can do with it as I please, and that includes, you know, repossessing it basically. They're well within their right to do so. There are some artists where, I mean, I've seen queer artists who have been like harassed for their work, and they've actually had to pull all their stuff in order to avoid harassment and potential doxing or other horrible shit happening. I'm going fucking 135 on an 80. Jesus, I am blitzing down this road. I like how this car next to me is also just matching me. That's nuts. Anyways, let me just scoot on past y'all. Thanks very much. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons an artist will take down their stuff. Some of it is just like personal preference. Some of it is safety. Some of it's... yeah, there's all sorts of reasons. In case of Twitter, it could be just disdain for the platform. That would be one of my reasons. I mean, I still hold an account on there, Like, I park the @ basically, but my account's private. There's, like, you don't really see anything on there anymore unless you were already following me years ago. But I've been on, like, the Fediverse and Blue Sky for last 2+, going on 3 years, actually. It's been a while. Another thing on social media like Instagram. Yeah. I'm very, I mean, okay, to be clear, I don't like Twitter and Instagram as social media platforms. I've discussed that a bunch of times. I think most of the big, like, VC-backed ones are, like, really shit. Blue Sky is, like, the lesser of the evils, but that is also VC-backed, and it kind of shows sometimes. But, yeah, I especially don't like Meta-owned ones. I don't like Musk-owned ones. You know, I don't like the directions that any of those platforms have been going, and I feel uncomfortable being around them. But even just in terms of, do I need fuel? Nah, I'm fine. I'm all good. I still got half a tank left. We're fine. Yeah, I was going to say something else after that, and now I'm trying to recall exactly what it was. Yeah, I don't like the directions those platforms have gone. I've heard too many horrible stories off of all of them, and I'd rather not. But even just, yeah, that's what I was getting to. Even if you're just seeing it as like, this is just a platform where I upload my art, doesn't Instagram do like a whole bunch of compression on images and like limit aspect ratios for stuff? I would see that as quite a limiting factor. Though I'm also like super prudish about this stuff. Like I hate when platforms compress my stuff beyond artist intent. That shit sucks. It's one of the reasons why I love Bandcamp so much. Like, you could stream my music with the streaming service offer you probably already have. Like, you're probably on a streaming service plan, most likely. And you can just stream my music that way, and that's fine. It's probably perfectly fine quality for your ears, but I'm such a fucking stickler. Any music that I, like, really, really like, if I can find it on Bandcamp, I will buy it on Bandcamp, and I will have a FLAC copy. FLAC files, my beloved. You get the highest quality audio. It is lossless compression. It is exactly what the artist rendered out in terms of sound. You get that and some wired, like nice quality wired earphones, and it's just, it's pristine. I love it. It sounds so good. I actually dislike the sound of AirPods now as a result of that. Oh, wow, these turns. At the speed that I'm going, I mean, you could argue, hey, Ari, maybe if you slowed the fuck down, then, you know, you wouldn't have to be so careful on these roads. But I plead, nuh-uh, actually. I am bored, and I feel like doing this. Both Instagram and Twitter have bad stuff for their API, including paywalled API, I assume is what you meant. I didn't look at Blue Sky, but I heard the Mastodon is so much better. They are both extremely permissive in... Ooh, that rain looks kind of glitchy. That's fine. Good thing I have windscreen wipers. But yeah. Also, I don't think I've had rain in a while. That is heavy. Oh my god. That's fine. 1% trailer damage. I can take 1% trailer damage. Lol. Yeah, both Blue Sky at Proto being the underlying protocol. Well, actually, yeah, Blue Sky as a service, just as a service disconnected from the protocol, is very permissive with API use. They do leave it very open, which I think is very cool. I don't know if they'll be able to do that forever, but it's nice that they're doing it for the time that they can. And Mastodon likes, those are probably as open as they are because there is... Unlike Blue Sky, where much of the network is hosted by one organization, when it comes to the Fediverse, that includes Mastodon and the like. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I gotta chill the fuck out. You know what? I think I'm aquaplaning. I think that's what's happening, actually. Oh, yeah, I'm totally aquaplaning. Okay, understood. Stop speeding. You are aquaplaning. Very well. But hey, I got here fast. But yeah, those APIs are probably as open as they are on the Fedi side because there isn't that much of a central body. The largest Fedi instance holds a lot of users, sure, but it's still very, very much distributed. Like, at least of my entire network, like, I rarely need to interact with any of the large instances. I can, you know, make API calls directly to my own instance that I self-host, and I get full access to that. I get, I think, full Mastodon API support through iShrimp.net, which is what I use. But yeah. Oh, sorry, I did miss something there. I am going to quickly read that before I miss it. The protocol? Yeah, app proto. Do you know which platform lets you buy uncompressed audio files? Well, yeah, Bandcamp for one, but then does Light have payments already? I can't remember if that's a feature that it has yet. I know it's planned. And that's why we don't speed on wet highways. Smile. In 2026, Miski API will let you buy uncompressed audio files. Activity streams gaming. Fucking hell. Sorry, Ari, you made me into a slime girl, and apparently my plan of letting you isekai me didn't work out. Fuck. The horrors that is JSON LD. Yep. I can understand that social media needs ads for storing data. It's ads to just like cost of business, or to make up the cost of business. But yeah, I get what you're talking about. But I don't think the API is something that's important. I'm going to try and reword this. I don't think it's so important that it needs to be locked. I don't think they need to have so many ads. I don't think they need to sell so much data or use them. So I don't host a large social media network. However, I have at least... What the fuck? What are we doing? Hello? Can we go, please? What is up with my truck? Dude? Am I... My parking brake isn't on. I'm gonna restart my truck. 1 second. Let's try that again. Okay, there. What the fuck was that? I might have fucked up my gearbox by accident. Okay, I may need to go into repairs after this. Anyways, yeah. So I don't run a large-scale social media platform, but I have a vague understanding of the cost of business there, and it is not cheap, not in the slightest. So in terms of like, oh, I don't think they need to paywall this stuff. They kind of do. Like the selling data stuff, like I never agree with, and I think like I would rather the platform be paywalled than be marketed to with ads or have my data collected and sold off. Like I would genuinely prefer that way more. But to an extent, I can't blame them for like trying to find a way to fucking keep the lights on somehow. You kind of have to. You're forced into that position. I judge platforms more based on the methods that they specifically use, the methods they choose to generate the revenue they need to keep the lights on. Like, if you find out that in order to run your platform, you have to sell user data and you have to run ads, you need to rethink the business model. That's kind of where I end up going with that. You got to find another route because this can't be it. It's a horrible route. Let's park this up. You can buy tracks. Yes, it does. Albums not yet. Okay, awesome. Wonderful. I am not skipping parking. I'm going to fucking finesse this, even with the extreme weather conditions right now. Seriously, I don't think I've ever seen it rain this much in this game. That's crazy. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep the lights on somehow. So like paywalling API access, to an extent I get it. If you can't afford to run the platform otherwise, like you gotta be sustainable. And API access, believe it or not, is like hefty. You can do a lot with API access. It's no slouch. In theory, you could do everything you could with a normal client app through the API, just automated and faster and all the time. So it's arguably worse. Oh, wait. First thing I want to do... Oh, am I back in Amsterdam, actually? I think I am. Yeah, let's head over to repairs. Let's get some maintenance going. Because I think I am slightly shagged. And I need to repair. How much money have I got again? I've got like schmunners. What was it, 60 grand? 60 grand. 60 grand. I could hire a new guy today. Well, I couldn't buy a new truck today, but, you know. Slightly shagged? What do you want with my brother? What a cruel name to give to a child. Hello! On your way. You enable bunny motor mode. Social media is not cheap. It's true, but if you just look at text exchange, it's not that expensive either. Yeah, I don't think the network transmission is the cost is a major cost. We're talking about like massive database storage and like tapping into that. Like here's a way of thinking of it. Even if the actual usage of the API doesn't cost that much, the rest of the platform very much does cost that much. And if you want to keep the platform as open as you can to as many people as you can, you're going to have to find some segment of the user base that you are going to extract that money out of in order to keep the platform afloat. And if that means power users who are like building stuff that hooks into APIs and stuff, then so be it. Yeah, that's kind of the deal, honestly. It's an economics problem. Right, let's do a service. Oh, I can afford that. Really? That's all? Jesus, my wheels get worn fast. They aren't exactly cheap to replace either. Oh god, yeah, most of the damage is on there. Interesting. Huh. Well, most of the wear, sorry. Cool, alright, well, service recommendations. Bada bing. And we are in the green once again. Now let's go over to cargo markets. What jobs are in the Netherlands? Medical equipment, 5 tons over to Manchester. Sure thing, pal. Look right on it. There's so many other incentives that social media owners have that are not your interests. They have every reason to collect as much data about you so they can influence the way you think. Well, yeah. Proven by stuff like Cambridge Analytica, yes. The issue with restricting... wait. This runs deeper than just a platform to share stuff. It's about political systems and how society works. Yes. I was just thinking more on, like, the isolated business. But yeah, I get what you mean. You are right in that. The issue with restricting APIs is that it doesn't only affect developers. It affects every third-party integration a user of a site might want to use. Yeah, like, that fucked up like a really popular Reddit clients, didn't it? But, like... were they operating at a loss? If they had to do it. I don't know what their backstory was, to be clear. Like, I'm not out here trying to fucking defend Reddit at all. But it is a consideration. Like, which would you have rathered, I guess? If they needed the money, would you have rathered more ads? Or that? Or paywalling the platform. You gotta kind of pick something. Third-party Reddit IDs, Reddit clients still work. They just require patching in a client ID. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Random question. What do you think about torrents? They're fine. Yeah. I think it's they're cool. It's another cool technology for sharing and distributing just whatever, honestly. It's very resilient as well. Like, people joke about, like, oh, you know, I torrent all of my Linux ISOs, and the joke is, like, it's totally not Linux ISOs, it's pirated stuff. But, like, actually, torrents are fucking solid for Linux ISOs. No joke. It is a really solid use case for torrents. In some cases, there might be, like, really important, like, politically sensitive documents where it's, like, this is in the public's best interest to have, but they're kept under wraps for one reason or another. And I've seen torrents keep that stuff alive, despite them being cleared off of most, you know, broader web platforms and whatever. It's cool technology. I like it. Pretty sure a major part of the reason these APIs got restricted is because they let users bypass the advertisements was lost the money. Yeah. Almost certainly. Yeah. Well, you get free API access and just mooch off the app and not even use ours? Like, yeah, fuck you. I can see how if you are a for-profit company, that would really piss you off. My strategy would just be, you know, I would do the Fediverse approach. I wouldn't build a monolith platform. I would build a networked platform that everyone can, like, host their own little slice of, so that it's everyone else's problem to deal with the cost of keeping things up and running. And what's beautiful about that is if you have that properly distributed and networked together, if you have a federation protocol that works, then, you know, you get a lot of the benefits of a monolith platform without taking the cost. And everyone who's participating in this, well, they may in total be spending more because it's not as, like, tightly, you know, knit together and whatever. But the per person cost is way, way fucking cheaper. The per head cost. It's like, you know, it's nice. One thing I love is platforms that allow you to pay for a lack of ads. I actually unironically pay for YouTube Premium, and I've talked about this before. I don't have any regrets. In some cases, I'm like, oh, fucking Google or YouTube are doing something stupid. It'd be really nice if I could just cancel my premium subscription, but, like, I genuinely get a lot out of it. And YouTube Premium is like, YouTube is the video app that I use. Like, I don't use TikTok. I don't watch Netflix, generally speaking. Like, YouTube is my place for that. So it makes a lot of sense for me to pay for that service when I rely upon it so much. Also, I really like the way that YouTube Premium revenue is, like, way higher than ad revenue for creators. Like, it really just goes to show how ads bring in absolute pennies, and premiums, like, actually paying a monthly fee to like offset the cost of business is, like, really fucking good. Like, I'm not proposing everyone get YouTube Premium, but there's a little part of me that goes like, man, if everyone did, like, if everyone had YouTube Premium, the app could do a lot of really cool shit. Like, ads would be eliminated. The creators would be paid astonishingly well. You just have to really, really hope the company doesn't do anything fucking stupid with that newfound wealth. And then you're good. But it's Google we're talking about, so they probably wouldn't. But, you know, it's in theory. It's in theory. I don't think privacy should be a privilege reserved for those who have dispensable income. Yeah, I agree. I agree. On like a philosophical level. But again, if we're getting to, like, brass tacks economics, I know it's not pleasant to hear. Believe me, I know. But, like, how else are you gonna operates a platform that does that ingests like thousands of hours of video every single second and has to store that somewhere and then serve it to a shitload of people. Like, it's hard work and it's expensive work. You got to do a lot of shit to make that even reasonably affordable, and I'm pretty sure YouTube is still running at a loss and always has been. Do you think a centralized music streaming service is the best approach for that use case? I have never seen a decentralized music streaming service, so I can't really make a super, like, informed claim on whether or not it would be good for the music industry to have a decentralized platform. Like, I think they help in a lot of ways, but, you know, there are negatives. There are negatives to federated social media. We're going to Manchester, so that would be going through... Yeah, going through Hull. YouTube search would still suck. I found YouTube search is okay. I don't use it extensively, but it's been okay in my experience. What YouTube does is insane. Even napkin math makes me fear the sheer amounts of bullshits they must do to pull it off. They do a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. I'm pretty sure if we got like engineering documentation or engineering blog posts from YouTube staff as anywhere near as much as we got from Discord, we would have a treasure trove of some insane fucking distributed systems magic and encoding magic. The filtering options have gotten so bad, and they throw recommendations into the search. Oh yeah, that's... I don't enjoy that. How they managed to pull it off for free-ish is beyond me. Well, yeah, that's the part where I would disagree. It is definitely not free. I would consider the fact that you have to see ads as a normal user as absolutely like, no, you have paid. You have now paid for the app. You have paid through data collection. You have paid through your data then being sold. You've paid by being the product for advertisers in that way. The biggest concern I have is that as a premium subscriber, that my data is still being sold, and it quite possibly still is, but it's not something I can be 100% sure on. Like, privacy policies exist and whatever, but they're always so fucking vague. At some point I should read through it and see exactly what the terms are, like the privacy policy terms for premium subscribers, or if it even changes at all. Yeah. I do agree that, you know, fucking obviously, if everything could be free, if only, right? But, you know, people have to put food on their families. And YouTube would not be able to operate off of donations. There are far too many people who either can't afford it or are just very comfortable freeloading. And when I say freeload, like, I don't mean it negatively. Like, I freeloaded off YouTube for years because I was also like a teenager and or a minor, and I like couldn't afford to do so. Now I can afford to do so, and I'm gonna make damn good fucking use of it. And I feel like it's been a good use of my money, but yeah. If only everything could be free. I think at that point, for a platform like that to be free, you're talking like massive government subsidization. And I don't know, do you want your taxes to go into YouTube? Maybe like, it would be weird. You'd essentially have to nationalize a video streaming platform, and it probably wouldn't be YouTube, because unless you're in the States, like, good luck nationalizing YouTube in your area. So what, like, your nation would have its own PeerTube instance, and your taxes go in parts to funding it? I mean, I'm not immensely against the idea, but I mean, my number one thought would be, okay, so now it's a public service, so the governments would then have full control over what goes on there. You'd want to really trust your government. Oh yeah, no, you've just not paid enough for the trade from anything I can figure out, even at scale. Yeah. They're still running at a loss per user. That's fair. There is something about something sad but something true. Why we keep years old video no one looks at. Like random videos people posted years ago, and maybe these same people are even dead now. That's sad. But if it's random stuff, not important stuff, not anything anyone wants to keep, but still needs space to store, why keep it? Okay, I get what you're getting at. So, like, yeah, for those random videos that get, like, 0 views that are, like, an hour long, say, like, someone's, like, live stream VOD or something that they broadcast to 0 people and they forgot about the next day. Like, not even the streamer was super engaged with it. Like, I'd be heartbroken if my VODs disappeared because I put a lot of work into the stuff that I do. But you're trying to overtake me, buddy? Not a chance. I'm going 100 on an 80. Get fucked. Yeah, for those videos that like no one has seen, no one's going to see, no one's gonna miss. Like, yeah, I get your points. Why keep it? My immediate question would be, how do you know which of those videos fall into that criteria? How do you gauge the value of a video like that? I feel like you're taking a much greater risk by deciding you're going to get rid of that stuff than by just leaving it up there forever, unless it like violates guidelines somewhere. Didn't YouTube lose money constantly until relatively recently? Have they stopped losing money? Are they actually green now? There's no fucking way. What could YouTube have possibly done recently to actually make that work? I know they increased the price of premium a bunch of times over the past, but I've still been paying the same rate for students, for my student plan. Can't wait till I'm out of college and I have to pay the full fucking $12.99. 13 euro, by the way. I don't believe in that stupid 99-cent pricing shit. It's 13 euro. That's what it is. Be real. Ads are cheap, absurdly cheap. Per user, it's almost nothing. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's so diluted. It's such a massive net. And to be clear, like, yeah, some of it goes to creators. Most of it, I imagine, would go to YouTube themselves in the broad scheme of things. Like, whatever the revenue cut is with, like, partnered channels who are, like, actually getting ad revenue off the platform. Think of the like millions of channels that aren't. You're running out of fuel. Oh, good. Whoa, fuck. I really need to chill the fuck out. I'm going a little bit heavy-handed on this accelerator. This new engine, I'm irresponsible with it. I'm devious. If there's important stuff, you can still store them in a storage service instead of a watching service. Oh, so you're saying archive. So I think YouTube already does this. There's a big concept with, when dealing with these like massive, huge data sets, right? For things that are frequently being accessed at the moment, you keep those in a hot cache. So that would be maybe you keep them in memory, like in RAM on massive servers, or you keep them on really fast SSDs or something. Going further down, you might hit like kind of a lukewarm storage where it's like hard drives. We got to be prepared for someone requesting this video, but don't sweat it if you don't have it right away. Like, we can wait a little while for it to buffer. And then you'd have like cold storage. And that's the point where, like, I don't know, you could be doing tape archives or some crazy shit like that, where it's like extremely long term. It's so goddamn slow, but goddamn is it cheap. Like, companies already, like, especially large data center companies already do this. Or sorry, not large data center companies. Large companies that already avail of like massive swaths of data center storage will already do something like this usually. They'll have their hot storage that's like really fast and gets the content as quick as they can possibly get it because they need it quickly. And then you've got your cold storage where it's like dirt cheap, it's really goddamn slow, but a solid place to store things long term that isn't really going to get read or written a whole lot. Like, that already very much happens. So, like, yeah, the point you're getting at kind of already exists. Okay, until we get glass storage, we're gonna have less guilty saved data. I know that that's already a thing. Microsoft was doing like etching into glass, or no, they're doing some other crazy. It wasn't etching. You would get like a pane of glass, and you could almost like write 3D bits to it or something. I don't remember exactly how it worked, but it sounded like crazy sci-fi shit. Really cool. But I am not familiar with how that technology actually works, or how affordable it might be. From the first couple search results I could find, apparently YouTube generated $36.1 billion in 2024. I do wonder what the expenditure is in that period. But yeah, 36 billion. I could see how they might be going green on that. Internet is a beautiful thing, but where everyone wants to abuse it for money. I mean, that's just capitalism. That's not just the internet. That's the world, dude. That's just a thing that happens because we live in a mostly capitalist society. That's how it is. And as much as I dislike it, I'm also far from the person you should be asking for advice on what we should do instead. Like, I've got opinions for what I think would work, and I can look at other nations to see what's working for them. And it's usually like, yeah, we can have capitalism. Like, we can have companies that, like, try to earn money and, like, stimulate the economy and whatever. But, like, also having a lot of, you know, public services, very kind of socialist vibes, you know, free healthcare, subsidized housing or whatever, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, we're good. We're good. That was all fine. That was very safe. We're okay. 5D storage. Goddamn terrible trademark. Yeah, what the fuck? 5D storage? I'm sorry? Is that the glass storage you were talking about? That's abysmal. What a shit name. 5D storage. Brother, it's still three-dimensional. You just put it in glass. Yeah, that's so stupid. I'm gonna lose my mind over that. They figured out how to store 360 terabytes on glass discs 12 centimeters across. Wow. Okay. I imagine it's dirt slow, though. So, like, excellent archival formats. I imagine it's still pretty expensive, but, you know, 12 centimeters for 360 terabytes. I could archive a couple things on there. I could probably store multiple lifetimes of me on 360 terabytes. Like, my streams are expensive to store, but again, 360 terabytes. I think over a full year, I generated half a terabyte. Like, I will be dead by the time that I fill that storage. And that's, I don't know, maybe if no, I think even if I recorded in 4K... I guess a higher bit rate? I don't know. It'd be crazy. Another job well done. 13 fucking grand. We got 72 grand now. We are, like, we'll just be able to buy more employees, buy more trucks, get more employees. Like, we're good. Whoops. Excellent archival stability requires femtolasers to write, so the disk burner isn't exactly portable. Reading it is simple. Writing is oof. Interesting. Is reading at least cheap? Because I could, like, that immediately has utility. Ooh, I'm gonna need a fuel station on the way. That's fine. We'll pass one, I'm sure. Yeah, because there's a lot of cases where you'd just be dumping read-only stuff onto platters. Whoa, fuck. Okay, we're good, we're good. Squeezing in after you, thank you. Yeah, 360 terabytes of, like, hey, this data has been touched for ages. You know, we'll spend a shitload of time writing it in. And then, you know, if we need to read it, you know, we can. That could be cool. for long-term read-only storage. YouTube, I could see having lots of benefit from that, because videos, the massive source of data that they have to hold, is largely immutable. You have to like get in touch with a YouTube employee to replace a video, from what I understand. Point laser at disk at certain angle, get data out on the other side. So not simple, but slightly simpler and smaller. Interesting. So it's like a refraction trick? Fascinating. I fucking love technology. Technology's so cool. We should make more of it, but like not the like super gross exploitative technology, but like the really cool and awesome ones. You feel me? What are we shipping again? I completely forgot what we're actually doing for this delivery. Rice. 22 tons of rice to Amsterdam for 9 grand. I might look at the truck market after that, to be honest. I think it was like somewhere around 100 grand would be a good price for a truck. Yo, your stream always gave me memories of road trips I have my late... I'm assuming late someone interacting in fun exactly like this. Hey, yeah, if I can provide some comfort with that, that's awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you. I do love the trucking streams. It is very much just like a road trip and chatting. It's very nice. Very relaxing. Yeah, riding it, you blast the disc with 2 femtolasers, as far as I know, and the area where they intersect changes structure. So the problem is the femtolasers, is what you're saying. Reading it, you don't exactly need to pump that sort of power in. Gotcha. I don't have a great understanding of femtolasers, so I will assume just from that they are very, very hot lasers. And very precise lasers that requires massive machinery to operate. Taking a wild guess. Yeah, that sounds really, really cool. All right. Need to level up eco driving more, actually. So I need to refuel way less. Because that does save me money in the long term. Teeny tiny pulses, mucho power. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, I wonder, actually. If we were to bring back physical media for games, you know how like people joke, it's like, oh, I have to buy an entire hard drive for the next Call of Duty, right? I wonder, what if we used plates like that as a storage medium for like really massive games? Like if you can fit the lasers needed to retrieve the data within a standard disk drive form factor, like it's the femto lasers that you use for writing, but it seems like regular lasers are perfectly fine, like, or less power hungry and more miniaturizable lasers are fine for reading. You could possibly pack an entire game like years and years into the future that like simulates entire star systems to the atom or whatever on 360 terabyte platters. I like to imagine they're a commodity at this point. Oh dear. We are in an unfortunate scenario where I'm kind of hungry because I haven't had dinner yet. I usually eat after streams. And I'm running on very, very low sleep from last night. And I'm driving. And I'm feeling the effects. This is generally ill-advisable, and if I were driving IRL, I would be stopping the car right fucking now. Thankfully, I'm not doing that. So I can just keep going. Let's just try not to damage the truck again, is all I ask. God damn, this thing goes so fast though. What a ripper. So cool. Oh, I was informed by Ivy that my skins, the custom skins for my truck, should be working. She tested on her own end, and it seemed to not have any issues. There were no breaking changes necessarily for truck skins. So, very weird that mine suddenly doesn't work. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point in the future. Because I miss my decals. Well, not the one on the immediate back of my truck necessarily, but, you know, the rest of it. I like the Space Girl logistics. It's very cool. I'm literally just passing through here to cross the area off as pass-through. Steam just sent out their entire database update per month via mail to people without internets, and they pay for the decryption key for certain games. What? One, I wonder how many people are subscribed to that service, and two, that's really cool. Fucking nice. You're saying all I have to do is say I have no internet and they'll give me fucking DRM keys? That's massive. No, that was a joke. Fuck! I got lied to. I got told misinformation on the internet and I bought it. It's over. Whoa. Speaking of over, my fucking sleep. Oh, dear. Yeah, this stream's gonna be over. I'm gonna eat food and I'm gonna fucking pass out in bed. That's gonna be the entire story. Nothing else is happening. There's no way I continue to operate. That'd be unreasonable. I thought you were going straight, not gonna lie. Turns out you can make a cheeky, sarcastic joke to a nerd, and if the tech in it is cool enough, they miss the entire thing. Yeah! I feel like that's been demonstrated a bunch of times. With a whole bunch of people. I am the same. Yeah, definitely note to self, do not, under any circumstances, put myself in a position where I get 1.5 hours of sleep. 1.5 hours of sleep the night before a stream. Bad idea. Because we are only about an hour through. And I feel like these last 45-ish minutes are going to drag slightly. Just random? True. Out of boredom, you know? That'd be another good thing to talk about. I'm out of ideas. Oh no. It's so over. How have y'all's days been? Can't hate me for trying. Driving at quarter to midnight in-game. In the dark. Headlights on at least, but barely holding it together as I turn the steering wheel. It's just not an ideal scenario to be in, you know? I think most do not necessarily envy this. Ooh, that was close. I don't know if you saw that. I was veering towards a collision there. I need to do something exciting to keep myself awake. My umbrella fell out of my bag during the weekend. I didn't have it on me when it was pouring like crazy. That fucking sucks. That blows. Missing an umbrella when you need it is the worst. Thankfully, I've got like a weatherproof coat. It's got a really nice hood on it. That blocks out pretty much all the rain for me at least, which is nice. Good heavens, good grief. I'm going to have to drive so goddamn carefully in order to not flip this truck and die. I am a state-sponsored Blender 3D modeler following the donut tutorials. It's frying my brain. I am knocked out after. It's work training. Oh dear. May I ask what the job is? I'm curious. What job is requiring 3D modeling? Don't want to say where, of course. Just the job position is what I was asking. The rain also specifically selected the time when I finished school for the day. It stopped 30 minutes after. That's evil. That's actually evil. I swear this happened to me before, but it's evil. No matter who it happens to. That's evil. Nah, it's a company that does sort of work rehab, so it's more show up here, do stuff for N hours, here are the options. Interesting. Huh. Whoa, fuck. Yeah, so that right there, by the way, that was me bailing because I was closing my eyes. This delivery alone is going to be really dodgy. I feel like at a certain point I'm going to want to switch to BMNG or something so I can at least crash in peace.
It's time to drink water.
Oh, helpful, actually.
It's time to drink water.
Yeah, it's time to drink water in fucking due time as well, because that helps keep me awake. You know the deal. It is time to drink water. If you have water with you, you should drink it. If you don't have water, you should go get some, because water is good for you, especially if you're trying to stay awake on a nighttime drive like this. Hauling 22 tons of rice, was it? 22 tons of rice. Indeed. Oh, fuck. The wheel was slightly moved. Did I say the line? I can't remember if I said the line. You know the deal. If you have water with you, you should drink it. And if you don't have water, you should go get some, because water is good for you. Just in case. I can't remember. That's how shot my brain is right now. My short-term memory does not extend beyond 2 minutes anymore. Frankly, it is a miracle I've operated the first half of the stream as well as I have. We are officially hitting breaking point, though. Alright, let me try and put my bottle back. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're still finessing. Don't worry about it. Damn, I just lost 1/18 of my points setting up for the full chug-a-lug. Oh my god. Everyone's doing this now. I'm so cooked. Oh boy. Evil redeem. Evil, evil redeem. Why did I make it? Because it's funny. That was the obvious answer. Because it is funny. I need not any other reason. I'm just gonna go into this lane actually. Because we're going to hit the roundabout at the midsection. Just scooch in here. So let me come on through. Just let me come on through, asshole. Fucking relax. You gotta wait for me to actually clear the roundabout before you can enter it. That's how this works. That's the agreement. I see a police car over there. I'm just gonna avoid it. Lol. I'm also feeling very sleepy now. My cat woke me up at 4:20. That sucks. That's unfortunate. Ari, can you saw my public key? Taking advantage when you are impaired. Joke's on you. Even if I were that sleepy to be susceptible to that kind of trickery, I would probably... Oh, fuck you, to be honest. Anyways, yeah, even if I was susceptible to that right now, I probably would not remember how to sign keys in my current state. So, Lamau. It's the equivalent, it's the tired equivalent of this sign won't stop me because I can't read. I'm over time? How am I over time? This is an over water delivery. The fuck do you want from me? What? Bro, you needed that rice that fucking fast? You fell asleep while driving? No, not in-game. IRL, yes. In-game? No. I would never. Now I gotta listen to the fucking crazy music. Out the way, out the way. I got a delivery. It's 4.5 hours late. I'm gonna get my ass going. Okay, we can really shave this time down if I speed like crazy. It is doable. There was a full 15 minutes where you were not responsive. Gaslighting isn't real. Yeah, yeah. What sucks is I don't think any of my mods are in chat, so if I actually fell asleep at the wheel, I don't think any of the mods would be able to do anything about it. Like, there'd be no one to stop the stream, there'd be no one to, like, try and call me or message me or find some method of contact. I'd just be asleep at the wheel. Okay, we're really bringing down the ETA here, but I'm gonna need to see a little bit more speed. Oh, I do not enjoy how I'm taking these corners, but, you know, desperate times, right? No, we're just gonna beeline it in here. Fucking 5 hours late. It's so over. We're gonna lose so much money. We're still gonna, like, profit, but we're gonna lose so much money. This particular job sucks. It's rude if you were to fall asleep. Chat campaign genitals on your forehead. Don't worry, I'm sure a clip of me literally snoring into my microphone while speeding into a barrier on the side of the road would be well worth the clip value. How the fuck is it getting more and more late every few seconds? Because the game time works differently to real world time. Like, it is like multiple factors faster in game. That's how I can get whole day-night cycles through a single stream. But we are going very much as fast as this truck can physically go in the conditions that it's in order to drastically reduce the ETA on this thing to the best of my ability. We might be able to get in just before the 6-hour mark. Seriously though, what a shit delivery. I can't believe it. I would not have thought to look at the like the delivery times. One, because I'm way too tired, and two, because I've never had a job this out there, you know? And before police, I disabled them. That's the only reason I haven't been caught for it. Oh, I misunderstood what that counter was. That was an estimate of how late it will be instead of how late it currently is. Oh my god! Nailed it. Yeah, I know the speed limit is like for the safety of myself and others on the road, but unfortunately these 22 tons of rice are nearly 6 hours late, and I just can't have that on my record. Base, we should disable police more often. Oh good, the traffic lights are green. Well, isn't that just delightful? Anyways. I feel like the trucks are like more wobbly with the physics updates that they added in the latest version. More wobbly and more likely to fall over. It's either that or my engine. I'm actually so desperate to get this thing. I overtaking while skipping a red. Like abysmal fucking carry on is going on here. Let the record reflect I would never drive like this in real life because I like living. Calls out behind her. Chat, brace for ramming speed. I'm at least gonna get the XP bonus for finessing this in. Come on, be real. Let's see how quickly I can do it though. Okay. Butter? Come on. Come on. Not 6 hours. Let's go. Oh, shit. What? You took $4,000 off it? Evil, bro. What a bastard. That sucks. Alright, well. Empty pallets. Let's do it. That's also save, just in case. I get the feeling that they're, you know... I'm not going to rule out the possibility of there being a situation. Let's get the hell out of here. What am I shipping again? Yeah, empty pallets, 22 tons to Hamburg. 7 hours. That's actually reasonable because it's not over the fucking water. Yeah, my ETA is like 5 hours and that's... No, 6 hours, closer to. And that's assuming I keep to the speed limit. Yeah, about that. On this particular day, on this particular job, on this particular road. I don't think we're going to be doing that today. I'm at least going to use my indicators, though. I'm not an animal. Right. Oh, boy. Dinner's going to be so fucking good after this. My body, like, needs something in it after that, Whoa. It's not quite an all-nighter, but it feels like the similar effects. Like, I'm very clearly overtired. I can feel it. It sucks. Don't do what I did. Do not recommend it. Oh, capture a photo trophy? What? Oh, this is quick info. Oh, photo mode. Is it trophy? Oh, sure. I guess I can... Sure. Ah! You fucker! You baited me! I trusted you! What a bitch. God damn it. Was that truck or trailer damage? Let's see. I have no idea. Oh well. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're back. We're so back. It's a big, long straight here. You know the deal. I have my foot forcefully down on the accelerator right now. You got no idea. I am sending it at this present moment in time. Ew, my watch just buzzed. Time to stand. I'm driving. Don't give me reminders to stand while I'm driving. I probably could have, you know, done that before I took this delivery, but I've taken it now. Oh god, I was looking at the car in my wing mirror. Why are we still indicating? Alright, there. Oh boy. This job's gonna be something. Have to go so easy on the wheel. Cause like going at this speed with the turning power this truck has, I would flip over in an instant. I could probably get a speed bump a little too hard and it would topple this thing over. Tipple. $130. Can I hit 140? Is it possible? $134. $135. Oh, come on. $136. I think we might be able to hit 140. Like, take it real carefully. 137. 140 would be crazy. Oh no, this turn's gonna take so much out though. Or not? Maybe? Maybe. No, we're back to 134. Shit. We can definitely get 137 though. That is possible. There's a slight incline here. So we're gonna lose a little bit more, but uphills also go back down. Ooh. Hi Ari, I'm not sleep deprived this time unlike last week. Oh, don't worry, I've made up for you on that one. I'm very sleep deprived. I'm here trying to keep myself awake at the wheel on like 1.5 hours of sleep, and look at my speedometer. It's a fun time. I briefly took my hand off the wheel to scratch my nose, and I like actually had to grip the wheel with like double the strength because I am terrified of this thing spinning out. Like, that will throw me over. I will start doing multiple barrel rolls. It would not be safe. Only 126. How disappointing. Come on, give me funny speeds. I'm only seeing like 130 here. Oh, I am obliterating the ETA time, by the way. Because they're going like 50% over the speed limit. Like, that would happen, I suppose. Just gotta drive carefully. I want to get this job done, but I don't want to then have to pay several grand in repairs. That would suck. $137. There's a downhill. We can hit 140. 139. 140. Oh my god. 141. Oh shit. I just missed my turn. Alright guys, here's the moment. Can it be done? I missed my turn. I only dinked them slightly. It's okay. We're insured. Oh shit, I'm reversing so fast. Oh, the things I do. The things I fucking do. Right. That was awful. But I hit 141. That was exciting. Think I'm okay with that being the record for now. Oh, I just realized something. Oh fuck, I have to do this. That's great. Delightful. Go really slowly because these things, in my experience, have had weird collision areas around them, and I can clip this truck off of that. I really don't want to do that. It's all good. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I'm aware. There's a fucking obstruction. I'm going very carefully through it. And it's fine. Butter, not a problem. I swear I was going to say someone else. I don't remember now. Oy. That's a... yeah. That's an encounter. I'm not delivering rice this time. It's empty pallets to Hamburg, isn't it? I believe so. These pallets will get there on time, come hell or high water. We're gonna at least hit a 120 here. Could probably hit a 130. We're gonna see if we can hit another 140 on the way down. 115. Easy does it. Another incline, but again, remember, what goes up must come down. We'll get a nice speed boost out of that. Could you imagine if we hit like 142? That'd be crazy. I think this truck can theoretically do it. It's just not a safe operating speed, even remotely. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Imagine how fucking fast this truck would go without the trailer. Like, this adds a lot of heft, and that's not including the stuff that's inside the trailer. I could blitz. It'd be really funny. 140, 141, 142. Nice. Up, yeah, uphill climb again. We got a 142 though. That's crazy. What's the max you can go with this legally? 90? 80, according to the little sign underneath my actual speed. Oh, 145? I'm at the refresh rate of my monitor right now. That's how fast I'm going. That is insane. I swear I had a 146 there for a second, but I blinked and I missed it. So ridiculous. But yeah, the legal maximum pretty much anywhere is like 80 kilometers an hour. I'm just breezing through at nearly double that because I really want these guys to get their pallets on time. It's very important that they get their 22 tons of wood pallets. The amount of focus I am putting into making sure I don't crash into those cars. You wouldn't believe it. Blinking is dangerous at this point. Like, we are actually going a speed where not looking at the road for a fraction of a second could end me, and also I am tired enough where blinking my eyes for a fraction of a second could result in me falling asleep at the wheel. It's quite scary, this. Keeps the blood going, you know? It's important. Albeit extremely silly and like horrendously irresponsible, and you should never ever 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 drive like this. Or even consider to. But I'm in a video game! So, this is what we're doing. Oh, fucking hell. The brakes are putting in overtime. Because I'm trying not to slam them, because that'll make things worse. But I was like, hey, we really gotta think about slowing down right now. Right. What if I do it anyway? Then, I am not legally responsible for you. I kinda almost drove like this once. I would not have wanted to be in the car with you for that. That sounds terrifying. Ugh. My vision, like, blurred. I'm skipping you. Yeah, I'm using the shoulder lane for an overtake. What of it? It overtook, didn't it? Genuinely a kind of scary way to drive. I saw that car pop in front of me and I'm already like, oh god. Not ideal. Okay, cool. I'm just blowing the fuck past you. Whatever, bro. This Hamburg business is getting their fucking pallets. This is feeling very much like bird logistics, harpy logistics kind of driving. I'm really feeling it right now. Right. Are we nearly there? I think it's, yeah, 13 minutes. Where we're in the area. Just up this hill and like into a little industrial shoot off or offshoot. Easy peasy. I haven't played this game in VR in ages. That only just occurred to me. I've pretty much been doing all of my trucking on streams and occasionally not, but like mostly on streams and always flat screen. I haven't played VR Euro Truck Simulator 2 in a really long time. Criminal that uphill climb doesn't let me reach my full potential of 140 kilometers an hour. Oh boy, a free fall. This can only be good. A free fall followed by a sharp turn. Very good. Okay, I should slow down. Yeah, like that. That'd be an idea. And away we go again. Good grief. He couldn't have prepared me for these kinds of stakes. Good evening, officer. How are we doing on this fine afternoon? Go green. I gotta deliver this set of pallets now. There is no time to waste. Have you seen how I drove to get here? Oh, good grief. In here, this way, yes. Open the gates. Wakey, wakey. There we go. And where do you want it? I can do that, surely. Whereabouts is this? Oh, yeah. No problem. Watch this. I may be tired as shit, but I will finesse this trailer perfectly. Good enough. Oh, excellent. Right. We're nearly at level 20 master. I wonder what unlocks when I get master. I think it's like a bunch of new parts or something. Oh. Okay, you know what would be a terrible idea? Driving again. I am going to have a look at the truck market, I think. Oh, I can afford another truck. It can be done. It's like double the price for like one extra star. This looks fine. 50 grand, Renault Premium High Roof. Yeah, it's only got a little bit of wear. Let's just buy it outright. This is fucking go get it. Go get her. Send it to my Amsterdam facility. And get me some gosh darn recruits from Groningen. Who are we looking for? Was it high value cargo? I couldn't remember. Okay, you've already got like pretty good stats for what it's worth. I'm gonna say you. Yeah, you've already got a lot of the stuff. Get on that. Yeah, baby. Out of pocket. Bought a used truck. Hired a driver. We are like so unbelievably back. Okay, what are you prioritizing? Yeah. You're all working on long distance. Damn, those are paying well, aren't they? Good grief. When you hit full level 6 on that, I don't know, do you automatically shift over or will I have to move you over? But I'll have to keep that in mind. But I wonder, do I just start now for... Let's do high value cargo. Let's do that. Let's get you trained up. Actually, nah, I feel like I might be missing out on something if I don't do this. I'm gonna do... We're gonna keep it to long distance, and I'll try and keep an eye on their stats, at least. Yeah, they're leveling up, though. They're leveling up. Very nice. The money they're raking in. I get 18 grand a day. They get 2 grand a day. 2.7 grand a day. How do you make more than this guy? All right. 1 grand a day. And I just hired you. Sweet. That's fucking delightful. Oh. Good grief. I didn't even have to take out a loan. Like, I'm so delighted by that. What about my garage, actually? Could that be upgraded again? It can't. Ooh. Are we approaching maximum productivity? Oh. Nice. 69% productivity. Oh, wow. €500,000 in revenue in the last 7 days? Sorry? I must be like hemorrhaging money. How the fuck does that work? Wow, a lot was spent on truck maintenance. Drivers pay, yeah, fair enough. Fuel for the drivers. Okay, so the profit is like 0.2 mil. But that's over the last 7 days. Holy shit. That's crazy. Where do we think we'd want to base up additionally after Amsterdam? I swear there are some like really good jobs in like the Italy area. But I might get something like central Germany as well, because there's lots of available locations nearby. I should try taking on long-haul jobs, actually. I'm not going to do one right now. Like, oh, fuck, now would be a terrible time to do that. Can I even get long-haul drives? No. Well, it doesn't appear so. Route length. Okay, not what I wanted. Oh, that is the longest. Okay. So they're kind of already doing what I'm doing, it seems. Interesting, interesting. 13 tons of empty wine bottles. Interesting. Would I get that in time? That's a decent distance. Trip time, 5 hours. They would need it in... yeah, around about 5 hours. I could probably get it just before. And again, this is assuming I keep to the speed limit. I think we've established that that's optional in these trying times. We're not even in trying times. We're actually chilling. And I think, perhaps, if for no other reason than I'm really tired... I think it's about time we call it quits for the night. This has been fun, though. Good trucking day, as always. As always. What a delight. I gotta do the usual plugs. You know how it is. First off, the VODs channel. Yes, the live VODs channel. What is live right now? What's going on the VODs channel? I do not remember what I scheduled for upload. I have to have a gander. I see a lot of new people are subscribing to the VOD channel, by the way. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I really appreciate it. It's nice seeing number go green while I'm trying to get this project going. It's very, very cool. Yes, go eat and then go to sleep. That is the plan. That is the plan. Might like eat in bed and like watch stuff. That could be fun. Ooh, yeah, we got a good lot of stuff coming up this week. Just went live today. Actually, oh, in case you didn't know this, all of Signalis is now live. All 7 episodes of me playing Signalis are now available on the VODs channel. So you should absolutely go check those out if you want to watch me play Signalis. If you missed it or if you missed any part of it, you can go check it out there. It's in a public playlist as well. Very cool. Very cool series. Very fun game. It's amazing. Very cool game. When's live today was Euro Truck Simulator Part 4. I actually ordered these in parts. We're on part some crazy number right now. Hold on. What are we at? Yeah, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2 Part 14. We've been doing a lot of these. It's almost like I do one per week or something. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Euro Truck Simulator 2 Part 4. This is the one where I crashed a lot towards the end. I got really bored for like an hour and just started hammering my truck into random shit. It was fun. It was a great time. Going live tomorrow is a collab stream that I had done with Mia Squilly, Thermia Girlstink, and Coda. We were playing Peak. It was a fun time. It was great. You should definitely go watch that one that goes live tomorrow. After that, we have Soma, the one stream that I did before I decided I couldn't fucking take it anymore. Unfortunate, but it was still, you know, I did my best. I'm gonna go now. Good night. All right, Lily, have a good night. Lovely having you. Following Soma, we have Outer Wilds Part 4, and then following that, Part 5. I'm not going to say much about what happens in each episode because spoilers. Thumbnails are pretty cool though. Should definitely go check those out if you want to see me play Outer Wilds and you missed any of that. This next one is very exciting. Coming out on the 28th. I'll be sure to yap about it when that happens. Truck Simulator 2 Part 5 featuring Doodle FM. If any of y'all remember Doodle FM, you know why I'm excited for that VOD to finally go live. That was such a good stream. TLDR, May spent some time designing a radio show along with a couple other friends, but she was on the tech side of it. Made a whole radio show to accompany our 2 hours of trucking. Like full back-to-back music, lots of fun gags. It was a fantastic time. Really, really funny. And definitely worth a watch when that finally goes live. And going live March 1st, which marks the end of my current lineup of stuff, but I will have more coming afterwards. Jamboree number 4, where I played Repo with a whole bunch of friends to end off Spooky Month, the month of October. That was also a great time. Definitely worth the watch as well. Yeah, right. With all that said, oh, yes, I need to link it. Yeah, you can check out the VODs channel with this link right over here. And the Discord, of course, the RM Melody Discord. If you haven't already joined the RM Melody Discord, you totally should, because it's the number one place to hear about anything going on with me, with music, with streams, with videos, you name it. You can find all that stuff in the RM Melody Discord with this link right here. And with all of that said, I think it is finally time to call it a night. I'm so tired, but it was a fun time. I am going to make a mental note to myself to not do this to myself and get proper night's sleep so I could do a slightly more proper stream. Trailed off a lot for the last hour, but hopefully it was fun enough. Nice background for y'all. But yeah, with all that said, I hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you hail from. But that is all from me for tonight. Everyone, bye-bye!